Hello, hello, hello. Tonight I was doing some flower reading. That is Mexican petunia. And these fall off nightly, fall off the plant every night. So they're very good for flower reading. I'm not going to hold up the water because I don't want to spill that on the computer. But my Fractal Flower channel will be doing flower reading. I'm working on so many things. It's like very, it's a process. It's a process, but eventually they will all be up and running the way I envision them to be running. So there will be flower readings, just like in the Victorian era, where people went to the fortune teller and would have their fortunes read in flowers. Let me show you that again. This beautiful Mexican petunia, beautiful purple. And as soon as summer hits, because if you're not from the south, as soon as summer hits, my Mexican petunias will be abundant. Plenty of flowers for readings. And welcome to everybody who is here. Tonight it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not using my Heaven Faith tarot deck, which is like all these beautiful saints and angels. Tonight it's a fantasy deck, and we're going to be dealing with dragons and vampires, and there might even be a little bit of blood. But it's all good, isn't it? It's all good. So let's start off with some free readings, and like I said, it won't be. Usually I use either like an angel deck or my Heaven Faith deck, but tonight we're going to just do things a little bit different. Because I have many, many tarot decks and only use a very small portion of them on the lives. So let's start. Let me look and see who is here first. Oh, wait, you know who was here first? It was Old Dirty Ninja, who is so nice and encouraging everybody to hit that like button and subscribe. So let's get a message for Old Dirty Ninja. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Well, I like that. The first reading I will be doing with this new deck is for Old Dirty Ninja. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Old Dirty Ninja? What do you have for Old Dirty Ninja today? What message do you have for Old Dirty Ninja? And we have right here. And the message is the Page of Vampires, or the Page of Cups. So Old Dirty Ninja, this message is all about following your ideas, those inspirations that come to you from spirit. Follow your heart. It won't lead you astray. But right now you should be coming into a period of a lot of inspiration, a lot of new ideas, and don't give up on your ideas. Don't give up on your dreams. Follow them through. And Angela, hello. Let me see what message we have for you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. The message you have for Angela. What do you want Angela to know? What do you want Angela to know? What do you want Angela to know? And Angela, your message is here. And we are looking at the Nine of Dragons or Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. So you may feel a little bit defensive. You may feel on guard. You may feel that people are really kind of coming at you right now. And Spirit is saying to really just own your truth, stand your ground. You know what's right, and you know what you're doing is the right thing. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust your good judgment, and don't let other people, push you around. And Zanula from Cyprus. You're welcome, Angela, and please let me know if that resonates with you. Oh, awesome. Well, welcome, Angela, and I hope to see you here again. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Zanula? What do you want Zanula to know? What do you want Zanula to know? It does? Okay, awesome. And Zanula, your card is right here. The Queen of Vampires, Queen of Cups. Oh, that's an awesome looking card, isn't it? The Queen of Vampires, Queen of Cups. And right now you are being called upon for your wisdom, your patience, your gentle spirit and loving attitude. And you may be in a situation right now where you're really being called upon to show that side of yourself. Now, the Queen of Cups, when it shows up, I do instantly wonder if it has something to do with a relationship. But because this is the free message from Spirit, the free reading for today, we will stick with, oh, thank you, Angela. We will stick with the interpretation for you that there's a situation that you're facing where you are being called upon to exhibit patience. Don't jump to any rash conclusions, and don't rush to judgment, and just take your time, be patient, and kind of like, what your heart is saying is right, but still be patient and cautious. I feel that Queen of Cups may be showing up in your reading today for relationship reasons as well. So please let me know if that resonates, Zanula. Let me see. Kevin. Let's see what Spirit has for you, Kevin. And this is a fantasy deck that was made for me in Lithuania. I almost said Latvia for some reason. In Lithuania. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kevin? What do you want Kevin to know? What do you want Kevin to know today? It does resonate? Okay, you're welcome, Zanula. Awesome. So what do you want Kevin to know? What do you want Kevin to know? And Kevin, your card is right here. And Kevin, it is the Four of Dragons, the Four of Wands. And right now, Kevin, Spirit is saying that you need to be in a place of stability, a place of calmness, and a place of rest. I'm not sure if you're married, but this card can show up if you're in a relationship and you're moving into that energy where you just feel like, I found home and I'm safe and I'm stable and I'm not moving, I'm not looking for something else. But it can also just show up if it's just spirit telling you, if you're thinking about making a move, saying, don't make that move right now. It's really just about staying in the safe place where you already are, if that makes sense. So let me know if that resonates with you. But Spirit is saying don't make any sudden moves right now. Don't look for any major changes. There's safety where you are, so just sit still. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. So I'm not sure who's here. So if you're here and you want your free message from Spirit, say hello. Let me know. And today I am using a fantasy tarot deck. So the imagery might be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing on my stream. Hi, Courtney. How are you? Let me get you your free message. Oh, Jason, you're here. And Courtney, I'm using a fantasy-based tarot deck. And some of these cards do have like bloody vampires, and I don't usually use decks like this live, but it is fun and I'm enjoying it. So thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Courtney? What do you want Courtney to know? What message do you have for Courtney today? What message do you have for Courtney today? What message? And Courtney, your message is, oh, I'm sorry, I have a Facebook spammer. And the Four of Vampires. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. You see what I mean about the vampires? I love it. Is that a rose? It's a red rose. Oh, he's holding a red rose and a cross. You see, he's got this cross in his hand. Yeah, I like them. But the Four of Cups, Courtney, this shows that you're in a position where you're waiting. You're waiting for that love to come back into your life, that love that really makes you feel safe and stable. But it really is about being in this period of waiting. I think my light is too close to the cards. Let me see. It keeps like getting too bright. Here we go. Nope, did it again. Why is it doing that? Here's the picture. Do you see it like glowing? Why is my card glowing? Okay, let me hold it here. Okay, there we go. It's not glowing now. Is it glowing? And that was okay. So, but let me know if that resonates, Courtney. If you do feel that you're in this period of waiting on love, and the spirit is saying, just don't try and rush things. Don't lose hope. Just be patient. Everything is working out according to God's timing, and things are going to work out. Here comes the cups that we're waiting on with you. Exactly, Courtney. And let me just give a little amethyst love, a little amethyst healing. Amethyst is such a powerful crystal, opening up those third eye chakras, helping with psychic development, protection, awareness. Just wonderful. And again, for those watching on my Fractal Flowers, or maybe not watching on Fractal Flowers, but you might be watching my Fractal Flowers Facebook. My beautiful Mexican petunia. And there will be flower readings. Not sure if you're aware of divination with flowers, but that is something that will be coming to my live streams. And you may have noticed that I love flowers. like I think maybe all of my themes on this stream have at least one flower on them. I love flowers. Okay. Oh, I didn't put your message up, Courtney. I'll put it there. And Jason, I know you're here. So Jason, anything new for you in the love department? I'm going to check here. Hi, Christine. How are you? Miss Main, how are you? So, Miss Main, I'm using this fantasy deck today. We will see for not yet, Jason. Okay. Okay, awesome, Courtney. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Jason? What do you want Jason to know today? What do you want Jason to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Jason to know? What do you want Jason to know today? And Jason, your message is right here. And it is the Six of Ghosts. The Six of Ghosts. And that's like the Six of Swords. And this is about being on that road to healing. You've overcome a lot of obstacles, Jason, but you are moving forward. So don't lose sight of that. And this is a wild deck, huh? It's not like my not like my Heaven Faith. I mean, she really is like transparent. But she is moving up those stairs into her healing towards that moonlight. But the Six of Swords is all about leaving something that no longer serves you, travel, new opportunities. But it's really a lot about healing. Emotional healing is coming your way, Jason. Have you ever like not looked at your phone for hours and then pick up your phone and there's just like 200 things on it? I hear that, Miss May. Okay. Now, Courtney says she's going to make a donation, so let me check before I give another message. Okay. Yeah, we're good. And Miss Main, let me get you a message. Hello, Kwee Kwee. How are you? No, not yet, Kwee Kwee. I'm getting there. Let me see. Miss Main, let me put you up here. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Miss Main? What message do you have for Miss Main? What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? Right here. Oh, thank you, Miss Main. Okay, so let me just wait, and I will give you your message. Now, Courtney is going to donate too. Okay, Courtney did too. Okay, so let me update that again. Okay. Okay, so Miss Main, I'm actually going to pull you a different card for your free message from Spirit. Oh, and is how does this music sound? Exactly, Miss Main. I know. This is a different setup that I have. Okay, so let's get you your free message. Then I will go to the Gilded Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? Here. And Miss Main. Hello, Kathy. Oh, Miss Main. Okay, wait a minute. I'm doing this again. This is the third time I'm drawing your free message. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? What do you want Miss Main to know? There we go. I just can't do it unless I feel it. Okay, the Queen of Ghosts, Queen of Swords. So here we go, Miss Main. Be patient and make sure that these decisions that you're making, that you are really taking your time thinking them through and using logic and reason in these choices that you're making. Um, this looks weird the way it keeps glowing. Let me try and hold it back here. But you really don't want to jump into anything. You want to be patient, you want to take your time, and you want to really make sure that You want to really make sure that you're making decisions based off of a focused mind and not your emotions, which I know you have been doing. Just like she's shining that light into the darkness so that you can really have a clear vision as you move forward with these decisions. I have a new Sarah Marchetti deck coming. I'm so excited. I have so many decks. Awesomest man. Okay, let me clear and charge these for you. And how's work going, Miss Main? I know you're reading for, was it for the week ahead? I think it was a week ahead reading. It was just tons of stuff about work. I know it's only Tuesday, but has anything happened? Have you sent out any did you apply for that job? Remember, it was nonstop work related. And then it wasn't really until the end of the week. Where is my, here it is. Wasn't really until the end of the week that I saw that King of Cups came in. I remember now. That King of Cups came in at the end of the week for you. Just in time for the weekend. There we go. And Miss Main, will you please type in your question? And did you say you did speak to Chris on the phone? Yeah, you did speak to him, right? Oh no. Are you serious, Miss Main? What is going on with the rent stuff? Man, that should have been done with a long time ago. Wow. Oh my goodness. What does Chris want? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What does Chris want from this man? What does Chris want from this man? What does this man tell Chris? What does Chris want from this man? Interesting. Okay, what does Chris want from this one? 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 We're starting off with the devil card, and we know, that's a lot about sex and lust and desire, passion, all those types of things. Um, Three of Swords. So we do have this broken heart. And the Fool. So it looks like we're looking at a new beginning. And even though there was this, the sex, then kind of moving on this distance, it does look as if he's wanting a new start with you. Let me see what we have going on that. Yeah, the Lovers. The Lovers. So, Miss Main, it looks like he does. Yeah, and Judgment. Major Arcana cards coming in here. Look at this. The Fool. The Lovers. And that Judgment card is all about rebirth, bringing things back to life. So it looks as if he really wants to connect with the High Priestess, more Major Arcana. And that our last reading, I did see a lot here with Chris, but it looks like, he might want to take things to another level. That High Priestess says to me more about he wants to explore. He's not 100% sure where things could go, but he wants to see where they can go with you. He intentions are good. The Devil and the Three of Swords are in the past position, past and present. So if he only wanted sex before, that is changing. He really felt, he felt a little lost when you kind of shut him out. And he's ready. Look at all these major arcanas: the Fool, Lovers, Judgment. I mean, that's really significant here. That Judgment card. He wants to bring it back up, bring that connection back. And then the High Priestess. Unbelievable. Shouldn't that be done by now, Miss Main? Okay, quickly. Let me Did they assure you, Miss Main, that everything's going to be fine now that they called you back and everything? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. That is just unbelievable. Thank you. Yeah, they have to keep their word, you know, that's the thing. I mean, how could they not? Well, thank you, Miss Maynard. I hope you have a good evening tonight. You know, and try not to get too stressed out from all of this stuff. And Courtney, are you here? There you are, Courtney. And I want to get you your message from Spirit. And please type in your question. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Courtney? What do you want Courtney to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Courtney to know? What do you want Courtney to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Courtney to know? What do you want Courtney to know? And Courtney, your message is right here. Okay. And Courtney, we have the Eight of Skeletons. This is like the Eight of Pentacles. And it looks so scary. I don't know if I'm really comfortable with this deck. Is everybody comfortable with me using this deck? I don't. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't have these skeletons on my tarot reading. I can't use it. I'm going to use it on Halloween. I just can't. It's not pretty enough. It's just not pretty enough. Okay, so let me see. The Eight of Pentacles, your message, Courtney, is really about working hard, the things that you're involved with right now. I don't believe that's referring to love or Eric. I believe that's really that message. Oh, I have a Facebook spammer, sorry. A minute. Okay. Um, but let me get you another message. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit more on you and Eric and see what Spirit is saying there. And can you refresh my memory a little bit, Courtney, of what I was a little tired the other night. I can't remember everything that came through. Yeah, if you can just work definitely makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one though, just because I want to. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Courtney? What message do you have for Courtney? Okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is money stuff. So Spirit is speaking to you. Do you see the cards glowing today? What is going on? Grow your wealth, but don't lose sight of what's truly important along the way. But the Four of Pentacles can show up when you need to make sure that you're not overspending. If I hold it back here, does it glow? Oh my goodness. There we go. Nope, we're glowing. I don't know why we're glowing. Okay, here we go. Go with the glow. So yeah, definitely Spirit is saying to watch your money, work hard, don't overspend. If you've been thinking about buying something new or anything like that right now, kind of hold off. I'm not sure what's coming up if you need a financial reading or anything. Um, but Spirit is saying to really watch your spending right now. So let me know if that resonates. And I will dive into you and Eric, but I just feel like there's something I'm supposed to be remembering and I'm not remembering. The Magician was in there as an obstacle. The King of Queens came up twice. Was that the one where it came up the King and Queen of Pentacles? Then the King of Queen of Swords, maybe? No, King of Queen of Wands and King of Queen of Pentacles. And then I said, what we want to see is this change so that we start pulling in love cards. That starting to, I'm remembering that. Because the King and Queen of Cups didn't show up. I didn't get lovers. I didn't get the Two of Cups either. Is that right? I think I remember this now. Okay. And then tell me a little bit about you and Eric, because for some reason I'm not picking that up right now either. I'm not remembering that. But see, energy changes every day. Um, who am I thinking of? No cups and no lovers. I'm mixing your reading up with somebody else's. I know I am. Oh my god. I wish there was a way that I could remember all of these. I mean, I honestly I should like do a reading and then like just do nothing but watch the videos so I can remember everything. But I usually never watch the videos again. So I remember now this wasn't you. I know this wasn't you. And I can't remember her name right now. But I think she was like after you. You've been talking for 6 months, talking every day and still communicate. Okay. And no children though, right? No children. I think I was live till like 1 or 2 in the morning. But the other person I'm remembering, he'd been gone for a year. They'd been separated for a year, but he's still living. Okay. In the house. Now, I remember the cards. I remember the spread. Something I'm not remembering that I'm trying to remember what it was. Let me see. Well, let me just ask my guides what I'm supposed to know. You know, Courtney, When you get time, can you send me a picture of you and Eric? Okay. Can you send me a picture of you and Eric? Did the reading show why? Tell me why you two split up. Yeah, on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. Did the reading tell me why you two split up? Because I don't. Why am I not getting why you two split up? See, if I had like a private practice and wasn't doing this live, yeah, either or, Courtney, either way. If and I wasn't doing it live like this, and I could actually see you guys, it'd be very different. You know what I mean? And I would like be in a room with you, and I'd be taking notes. But live, it's like I'm just seeing a name, and then I'm like trying to remember the connection that I feel to you, but based on your name. So it does take on a little bit of a difference when I start communicating with you, like speaking, or if you send me photos, things of that nature. But I think I have enough to dive into here. But we want what was the main question? You just want to know a little bit more about you two reconciling. Okay, so I'm not even sure if that's going to show up with And let me just start this and see what we get, because I still feel like this big blank in my memory. Although I seem to be remembering a lot. If he cheated and you said you believe he did, but you felt right. I remember that now. Okay, yeah, I remember that. But why did you two split up? Did the reading tell me why you two split up? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Was that a big part of the reading that he no, I did a reading on somebody recently where the man felt that his needs weren't being met. I don't think that's your reading. I think I'm confusing your reading with someone else. Okay, well, let me just see what Spirit wants to say. Spirit, what insight do you want to give on Eric and Courtney? What insight do you want to give on Eric and Courtney? What insight do you want to give on Eric and Courtney? What insight do you want to give? What does Courtney need to know about the relationship with Eric? What insight do you want to give? Thank you, Spirit. What insight do you have to give on Courtney and Eric? Okay, I'm going to do this as a Celtic cross. What insight do you have to give on Courtney and Eric? What insight do you have to give on Courtney and Eric? Okay, right here. Okay, so the first two are going to be about the question. And the Eight of Wands speaks several things. It can be, okay, okay, that's it. That's good, thank you. Um, the Eight of Wands is overcoming those obstacles, adversity. It can also be getting a message. Let me see. And the Six of Cups. Okay. And this is insight. So things are still very positive between you two. Let me see our gold card here. Temperance. So we still need to move forward with caution, bring things into balance. Our obstacles are Eight of Cups, moving on. Now, before you said the obstacle I pulled was the Magician. We got two eights here too. Speak about those obstacles. What's around you two? The Hierophant. So you two are you two still legally married, Courtney? And this is a marriage card. My cards are all glowing tonight. Also around you, Ace of Pentacles, again, new beginnings. You weren't in any type of business with him, right? Gosh, I cannot remember your reading now at all. Really bothering me that I can't. Okay, so that's why the marriage card is showing up here. Wish I could remember this. Okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles. And is there any type of business still? Because that Ace of Pentacles can speak about any type of business matters, it's money matters, but it can also be like new beginnings, things of that nature. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming up. And that is another card which speaks to me of reconciliation. Yep. And again, the Star. You own several businesses, but had to shut them down by his parents. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Did the Star show up in your reading? Because the Star does speak of marriages and relationships that last a long time that go the distance. Page of Pentacles. So we do have a lot of new beginnings here again in your spread. But at this point, yeah, see, I'm pulling in the High Priestess because I can't remember your reading. At this point, Courtney, um, book readings with me by phone. At this point, I need to have that one on one with you. I need to take notes while we're talking because I don't see this is a thing like with mediumship. If I do a mediumship reading live, I take a lot of notes because if somebody comes in for another mediumship reading and I'm live here, I don't want to waste time by trying to be like, okay, what was your father's name and what did he say? So it's different, you know. But I feel like your tarot spread was very in depth, and I don't feel like I'm being a very good reader if I can't remember what came through with your reading. Do you know what I'm saying? And my phone readings are $25 for half an hour. So I would rather you spend that money with me on the phone. Do you see what I'm saying? And then we can just spend half an hour. Oh, yeah, I've been going through a lot. My husband got injured at work and he's having surgery. It's scheduled for a Thursday. And he's been going to the doctors and all this stuff. So I've been kind of a little scattered. He had an appointment today, he has one tomorrow, and then it's surgery Thursday. Yeah, at this point, I definitely would because do you have the timestamp too? I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm missing something that transpired that night. So at this point, we'd be better off doing readings by phone. That way, I can really see what's going on. I don't know why this is like escaping me. Usually doesn't escape me like this. Has something changed with Eric? Has has something new happened between Saturday and today? Because a lot of times when people come in, I do Spirit will bring back to me almost like everything that happens in the reading. And for some reason today, Spirit is not bringing me back the exact same energy. A lot of the things are coming back, especially like the kings, but there's some blanks here, and they're on your husband's side. They're on Eric's side. So has something changed with Eric since Saturday? Did you spend time with him on Mother's Day? Did he speak to you or call you on Mother's Day? Let me do something different. I want to do a reading on Eric's energy right now and see what we get, okay? Because this would happen if something has changed. He did call and he texted you on Mother's Day. Was there, I don't know, was there anything unusual? Did he seem more, I don't know. How long were you together with Eric? That King of Cups just flipped over. I'm putting all these cards down, face down like this to shuffle them. And whenever something flips over, it usually means something. Okay, and I just had the Knight of Swords flip. So remember before too, I said I'm looking for the King of Cups. I remember that. Okay, so 12 years married for oh yeah, 20. I remember that. Okay, now it's coming back. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. 20 years. Okay, but see now he's coming in as the King of Cups. And I'm going to put that king back in here, shuffle them all. I just want to see his energy. So, married for 8, but you're technically not divorced. So, the son is grown. So, why is he calling you and texting you? So, you heard from him twice on Mother's Day? Did he call you and say, like, specifically, Happy Mother's Day? That's why I'm calling? I'm wondering if there's a shift in his energy. Because his obstacle is moving on. I didn't really get into the last reading because I'm so something's like not clicking right. Um, but in the spread I just did, the obstacle was the 8 of Cups, which means he's having a hard time moving on. He texted and then you talked on the phone that afternoon. Okay. So he is having a hard time moving on, but I would just want to see his energy, okay, about you. Oh, hello, Rush. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Please show me Eric's current energy and his current feelings about Courtney. Please show me Eric's current energy towards Courtney, his current feelings towards her. What does he desire in his heart with Courtney? What does he desire in his heart with Courtney? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What is his current energy now? What does Eric desire in his heart? Okay. Okay. So we're starting off with the 9 of Swords. And then Knight of Cups. And you said he hasn't made any move towards you to make you feel like he's interested in any type of reconciliation. King of Swords. Judgment. Again, judgment is rebirth. The Fool, a new beginning. Page of Swords. Okay, so what we've got here is the Hanged Man. Yeah, he's still not sure what he's doing. He's on the fence. And 6 of Swords. We've got healing. and then Two of Swords. So his energy, I wouldn't say has shifted or anything, but he's definitely still not sure that he's doing the right thing. But we'll be able to get a lot more information, Courtney, when we do phone readings. At this point, I definitely want to do phone readings because there's a lot going on here. Yeah, I haven't checked the photos yet. Let me see the picture. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful couple. Courtney, you're so beautiful. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm getting a lot of positive energy off of this from your photo. And he hasn't said to you he wants restoration? Yeah, we'll do the phone call, okay, Courtney? But ask me a specific question today. Because I know, I just feel like, you wanted me to give you some sort of more specific answer or address something more specifically. And I don't feel comfortable not giving you something specific. So ask me a specific question so I can do a specific answer. Um, but again, I do believe that he wants restoration. I'm not sure why he hasn't said anything. Outside influences. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be possible too that this new business has something to do with him holding back. Will your son get his stuff together and graduate high school on May 28th? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Will Courtney's son get his stuff together? Will Courtney's son graduate? Will Courtney's son get his stuff together and graduate? Will Courtney's son get his stuff together and graduate? Will Courtney's son get his stuff together and graduate? Will Courtney's son get his stuff together and graduate? Okay, so we're starting off with the moon. Now, the moon and the high priestess both show up when we're not getting a clear answer. And that's because Spirit is saying that this isn't like some magical thing. It's not like somebody's going to wave a magic wand and your son's going to get his stuff together. It's on it. The ball is in his court, and it's whether he does it or not. The moon literally means mysterious paths. Okay, but let's see if we can get some more. King of Swords. Okay, so that is saying that, well, let me pull one more because this could represent your son. It could represent somebody in the school system for him to graduate. So let me get a little bit of clarification on who the king is. The Four of Cups. Okay. The King of Wands is the school system. Maybe it's a counselor or a teacher. Because see with this Four of Cups, it's actually like a younger, I keep glowing here. My cards keep glowing. This is insane. And see how he's like sitting here holding a book on his lap and he's waiting for something to be handed to him. So he's not using his skills. At this point right now, I would say no, because he's sitting here just waiting for this stuff to be handed to him without really doing the hard work. So have a conversation with him or something and tell him that he really needs to get on the ball. I don't know what is going on with the lights. Because somebody is over here making these decisions. And oh, and here we go. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles. This is our hard work card. So he cannot just sit around. And it's basically like spirit is basically just saying what you already know. It's a mystery because he has to do this. The king of swords, the government, the teachers, the school system, they're the king right here, the king of learning, the king of knowledge. Your swords is mind. um, but he can't just keep sitting around here. Now if he thinks he can sit around and they're going to hand it to him, um, and tell him to watch this, because if he sits here waiting without doing the work, no, it's not coming. So if he thinks that's going to happen, he needs to wake up, because it's not. But he has to do this hard work. And then let's see. Oh, so here you are worrying. Exactly. Awesome, Courtney. Awesome. So let's continue then. Okay, so here we go. This represents you worrying, what will the outcome be? See, again, this is the Six of Pentacles, which is, man, wait a second here. My camera is just acting crazy today. This is basically just showing everything that's happening, because the ball really is in his court. Now, the Six of Pentacles is a card of you can be generous and give money to those in need, or you can be the person who's in need, needing that handout. So the spirit again is saying, which one does he want to be? Does he want to be the person who's in the position to help others, or does he want to be the person who's always needing a handout? If he takes action, he absolutely can do it. So it's not like this is a definite no. It's really the ball is in his court and he has to take action. He has to do this. He has to work hard. And it's not that long. What is it that he has to do? I mean, it's only a couple of weeks, but he has to do something. He has to work hard in these next couple of weeks. I don't know the situation, so I didn't ask these specific questions, but I'm wondering if he can graduate after May 28th, get a diploma later. But we have two knights here side by side, and knights are all about taking action, moving quickly. So he needs to do that. Yeah, and if he takes action, then here we have that Page of Pentacles, which is, that new beginning. Pages are students, you know, but he can absolutely do this. But there's nothing here saying like, oh, he won't graduate. There's nothing here saying like it's a done deal, he can't graduate. It's saying it's all up to him. If he sits around and waits, no, he has to do some hard work and he has to do it fast. Two nights side by side, he has to do this quickly. Oh, he has a lot of makeup work to do. Oh, yeah, well, if he does that, then he will. Yeah, so that's really what it is. If he chooses not to, and I guess that's why the moon showed up, because that moon shows up when it's a mystery and spirit saying, so I guess he's still on the fence, like he don't know if he's going to go on Saturday or not. But it would be in his best interest to do it, you know. So I hope that helped you, Courtney. I'm sorry I couldn't just say, like, yes, he will. It's his decision and he has free will. And tarot can't override somebody's free will. But that's the situation that yeah. I hope he does. But thank you so much, Courtney. And I'm definitely looking forward to connecting with you by phone. So And now that I see Eric, I'm like, I just feel very positive. Like, I'm getting a lot of positive vibes off you too. So I really want to hear a little bit more of, like, I'm not picking up like what went wrong. I'm not sure what is going on here. Does it have something to do with his parents and this money? Well, I'll wait for the phone. I will wait for the phone call. That's where the fighting started? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Courtney. I really am. But God bless you and thank you. And I'm glad you sent me that. So, we've got each other's number. So we will get this sorted. We will make a connection here. So thank you, Courtney. And Kwee, where are you, Kwee? You're welcome, Courtney. God bless you. There you are, Kwee. Let me get you a free message from Spirit Kwee. I don't know if you saw earlier, I was using this fantasy tarot deck with like vampires and ghosts and skeletons. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kwee? What do you want Kwee to know? What message do you have for Kwee? What message do you have for Kwee? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Kwee to know today? What do you want Kwee to know? What do you want Kwee to know? Right here. Kwee, your message is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups. My cards keep glowing today. I must have like the light too close or something. I don't know what. I didn't move the light. I don't see why it's doing that. Every cloud has a silver lining. Accept your losses, take what you have left, and move forward. Oh, Christine, you never did get your message. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was something else, wasn't it? You can't hear? Oh, no. Can you hear me now, Kwee? Kwee, restart your stream. Okay, well, Christine, let me get you a message from Spirit. Kwee needs to restart her stream because she can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me now? Oh, hello, Melody. Kwee, can you hear me? The Five of Cups, Kwee, is about moving on. If there's a situation right now where you feel it could be lost love, it could be a broken romance, but any type of situation where you feel a loss, it's really Spirit just saying, accept that this has come to an end and move forward with your life. So I don't even know if that would resonate with what your question is going to be, but let me know. And Christine, I will give you your message after. You didn't get any of that. Do you mean you didn't hear any of that? I don't know. Christine, I will get you your message after Kwee's reading. Okay, so Kwee, I will get you another card since there was some weird instance where the sound went out. I'll get you another free message, and then please type in your question. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Kwee? What do you want Kwee to know? What do you want Kwee to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Kwee to know? What do you want Kwee to know? What do you want Kwee to know? And it's right here. Yeah, that's weird. So Kwee, now we have the Nine of Wands. Pretty similar. I mean, in the sense that both cards are about something that's happened to you that you kind of have to be on guard with, that you have to be on the defensive, watching your back, um, moving forward, things not working out, things of that nature. Always watch your back and mark your boundaries, or others will mark them for you. So Spirit is saying some things to you. Do you guys, how does this look to you with the cards like brightening up and glowing? I've never seen this on any of my streams. I don't know why it's doing this. I mean, I did a lot of meditation and channeling this morning about the light. Come on. A lot about source and light came through today, and it was pretty wild, pretty awesome. With these cards, let me see, is this one glowing? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, Kwee, will you please type in your question? Is it just that deck? Hmm. What Charo thinks of Laquita. Okay, let me clear these and charge them for you. Remove Courtney's energy. Did the Nine of Wands card resonate with you, Kwee? And sometimes it might mean that you've been in a situation where experience has taught you that you need to be in protective mode, that you need to be watching how other people are treating you, or maybe they're like overstepping your boundaries, you know and to trust your own experience, trust your judgment in these situations, that you've been through it before, so don't let it happen again. Okay, good, Kwee. Now, this is interesting because I have two cards that just flipped over that I am going to consider as part of your reading. Did they glow? I can't see because I'm holding them up. I don't know if they glowed again. But this was the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups together. So I'm going to put them back in the deck. But that could very well be part of your reading because when cards flip over like that, it usually is something that Spirit is saying. And because you want to know what Charo, is it Charo? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Thinks of you. That Page of Cups and Knight of Cups definitely can mean a romantic attraction. So let me reshuffle, redraw, and see if the Page and Knight fit in with what comes up this time. Because out of all of these cards, those were flipped over. Thank you, Spirit. Out of 78 cards, those two are flipped. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Quickly? What does Charo feel about Quickly? What message do you have? What do you want Quickly to know? How does Charo feel about Quickly? How does Charo feel about Quickly? Right here. And we have, okay, the Three of Swords in the past position. Is Charo somebody that you know, or is Charo an ex, or do you have any history with Charo? Because we do have some broken heart energy in the past. If you don't have history with Charo, it could be Charo had just come out of a broken heart relationship in the past. We have the Nine of Cups, very positive card, and that is in your present. Oh, Ace of Cups. Okay, this is very much in line with the Page of Cups. The Ace and the Page are all about new beginnings from the past. Okay, so yeah, if this is a situation where this is an ex lover maybe coming around again, or a friend and the friendship kind of ended and now coming back, that Page of Cups and that Knight of Cups are in line with this reading because we have the Ace of Cups here. And the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups really say the same thing. Seven of Swords. Is this somebody who left maybe in a dishonorable type way from a relationship? Did you have a connection and then maybe they kind of, um, I don't know, like took off or just kind of like ghosted for a while or something of that nature? But again, I would say that Spirit is saying don't ignore something that you have already experienced. So it could be a bit of a warning, but we have more aces here, Ace of Pentacles. So this is definitely new beginnings, okay? But even though we have this new energy, there's experience here. It could even mean that Charo has learned from these experiences, that Charo maybe ran off kind of in a dishonorable way, but has learned from that and is ready to move forward in a more mature and positive manner. So let me know if that resonates with you. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm going to take a little 2-minute break, and I hope quickly that everything works out with you and Charo. But there's definitely a lot of positive energy here. Oh, Christine, yes. Okay, Christine, let me get you a free message, and then I'm going to take the break because I know you've been waiting patiently. Okay. Okay, awesome, Kwee. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Christine? What message do you have for Christine? And Kwee, when do you want to do a phone reading? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for I just said what message you have for Kwee. Christine, I'm gonna have to wait 1 second. Okay. Yeah, Kwee, when do you want to do the phone ring? Did you want to do it today, or do you want to do it like tomorrow or in a couple of days or something? Let me send some amethyst. Oh, much love to you, old dirty ninja. And old dirty ninja, did you see your card? You got the first card of that vampire deck, but I had to stop using that vampire deck. When I start pulling out skeletons, that's too much for me. Okay. Christine, let me get you your message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Is there something turned over in here? Okay. What message do you have for Christine? What do you want Christine to know? What do you want Christine to know? Thank you, Spirit. What do you want Christine to know? What do you want Christine to know? What do you want Christine to know? And Christine, Spirit wants me to tell you that you are very loved. You are very loved. Spirit, what do you want Christine to know? And your message is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. And this card is all about being open to learning, being open to new experiences, new concepts, new ideas, new situations. I have no idea why my cards are glowing today. No idea what's going on with that. But the Page of Pentacles. You might even see some new opportunities in either home or business. Okay, I'm going to take a break and I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to put up my intermission. Okay. Melody, are you here? I did not realize you had made a donation, Melody. Always let me know if you're making a donation. There you are, Melody. Sorry about that, Melody. I didn't know that you had made a donation. I never would have taken the break. Okay. Melody, let me get you your message from Spirit. Stefan's energy towards you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Melody? What do you want Melody to know? Let me put this up. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Melody? What do you want Melody to know today? What do you want Melody to know today? And Melody, your message is the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, which is all about self confidence. Do you see my I can't. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why my cards keep glowing with this bright, bright light. Is that better? Oh, wait, maybe that's better. There we go. The Queen of Wands. So, Melody, it's all about being confident right now. Confidence shines from the inside when you love yourself, own your flaws, and rock it without caring what others think. So, now's the time to really be confident in yourself. It's all about knowing what you want. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Okay, so Melody, I'm going to clear and charge this deck, and then we will see Stefan's energy. There we go. It says 528 hertz. I want 528 too. Here we go. This is the miracle frequency. Thank you, Spirit. What is Stefan's energy towards Melody? What is Stefan's energy towards Melody? What is Stefan's energy towards Melody? What does Melody need to know? What does Melody need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What is Stefan's energy towards Melody? Okay. And Melody, starting off with the Five of Pentacles. So we do see Stefan's energy is not the best right now. He's feeling that he's in a place of lack. Oh, his future energy. Okay, let me do this over. No, how future do you mean? This tarot isn't going to do too much future. Do you mean after he sees your message? Is that how much future you mean? You want to know his energy when he sees your message? Okay, I gotcha. Thank you, Spirit. What is Stefan's energy after he sees Melody's message? What will his energy be after he sees Melody's message? What will Stefan's energy be after he sees Melody's message? What will Stefan's energy be after he sees Melody's message? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And we're starting off with Four of Wands, which will be in the past position. And I believe that is saying that he does feel this confidence right now with My cards keep glowing. It's so strange. Um, 10 of Cups in the present. So we are seeing him happy right now. And future, Knight of Swords, taking quick action. And Temperance. So balance and caution. Stephanie, it looks to me as if he is rather happy where he is right now. And it doesn't look to me like the energy is going to change much towards you after he sees the message. Because we're looking at this really positive energy in this current situation that he's dealing with, where he really feels stable and secure, happy family. Um, we have that Knight of Swords and then the Temperance card. So I think his, and I don't know if you will hear back from him after he sees this message. I think things are really shifting where he's beginning to feel very stable and comfortable in whatever it is that he's got going on right now. And you said he's engaged, right? Said the cup looks the size of my head. Let me see. It does. That's funny. Well, it's a big cup. It's a really big cup. He said he had someone. Yeah, I think he does, Melody, and I think he's getting very comfortable in his relationship with this person. I don't know what you said in that message, but it looks like he's really going to respond to it as with caution. So you're welcome, Melody. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think Stefan is in your highest will, Melody. Not with the way these cards have been reading. Oh, I'm getting a little chilly. Oh, yeah. I think you need to, Melody. I think that's probably a good idea because I don't think he's in your highest good. When's the last time you heard from him, Melody? Does anybody here connect to a woman named Donna? Donna and Angela. Anybody connect to a woman named Donna or a woman named Angela? What did he say about the video, Melody? Yeah, Melody. I would take him on his word. I That's what's coming through is that that Four of Wands is he's even planning on having a child. And that Ten of Cups. So he's very stable right now. Yeah, Melody, you don't want to do that. And I think that it's getting to the point that he's going to feel a little scared, you know, um, because that Temperance card, it's almost like he's feeling like a warning, feeling like a little intimidated and scared. So, my advice to you is let him go and just move on with your life and move on to the next person. And just let him go and let him be with the woman that he's with. Let him get married and just move on with your life, and spirit will have somebody better for you. None of the cards are that I've ever drawn for you and him ever have like, this is your soulmate, this is your twin flame, this is who you're supposed to be with. So, you don't want to run into any area of actually becoming like obsessed with him. So just let him go and just move on. It'll make you happier in the long run. And remember, nobody belongs to anybody. Nobody belongs to anybody in this life. We only belong to ourselves. And that's okay. That is just okay. Oh, did you guys hear about that? I just saw on my phone that Yellow Brick Road in the Pacific Ocean is turning. It literally looks like the Wizard of Oz Yellow Brick Road. Excuse me while I take my medication. This is for heart medication. I don't have the best heart. I just got hair in my mouth. But that's what that noise was. That's actually my alarm. Oh, that's sad, Melody. But yeah, just I know it's hard, but just try and let him go. Spirit will bring you somebody else, I'm sure. Oh, this is what it's gonna say, and it's turning right now. There's this yellow brick road at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. And now some people are like, oh my gosh, is this like the road to Atlantis? But it is pretty wild. And it looks like golden bricks. And like, what is this doing on the ocean floor? So very interesting. I need oh, what's that? What's my bottle? My white blankets are like so plush. I had this humongous bottle and I couldn't find it. Yes, I'm very lucky about my heart. I was rushed to the hospital in 2019 and nearly died. Ended up on medication for congestive heart failure. And I take my medication twice a day. It is now 2022. And my heart is now like technically back to normal. But it's because of my medication. Like the medication doesn't work for everybody. And that was something for me. Like I did not want to be on medication at all. But I need my medication. So now my heart is like back to normal, but not back to normal enough for me to get off medication. But that was scary being told I had congestive heart failure. Thank you, Shannon. Absolutely. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm high risk or immune to COVID. I have a strange rare genetic condition that me and my children have, and there's evidence, it seems, that going back to, I believe, my great grandmother. I'm not sure about beyond that, but some of my children have refused the vaccination. They have had COVID and fought it off at home. I have an aunt who we lost to COVID December 7th, 2021. That was. So I don't know. I mean, and she was like diagnosed, and within a week she had been put in a medically induced coma and we lost her. So I just don't know. I did get vaxxed, but it was a decision I really wrestled with. And that was because in my family, my son and my cousin both received, my son had immunizations, my cousin had a flu shot, and they both had Guillain-Barré, which is supposed to be very, very rare. But two people in my family, my son and my cousin, first cousin, both got Guillain-Barré after having shots. And then it started showing up that, some people were getting Guillain-Barré after the COVID vaccine. So I'm like, oh my gosh. But I did a lot of tarot readings on it, actually. And those tarot readings led me to the decision to get vaxxed. So myself, my husband, and my two youngest children have all been vaxxed, and 3 doses. Some of my kids have not received the vaccine at all. I don't think they ever will, because some of my kids are very like conspiracy oriented. Yeah, they're very and they're like, "Mom," you know. this is all happening because you took the shot. I'm like, no, no, I'm fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, I'm pro vaccine, but I'm not like against people who choose not to. It's strange. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. It's something. And this is not going away. But I do have to say, like something will happen in the news and then like I'm just like instantly like, oh no, I hope it's not the vaccine that caused this. Well, that's a good point. I'm going to put that up. I'm putting that up. That might be the best the best thing I've heard of. Well, the other thing about it, Jake, too, about the vaccine, it's like it's one thing to believe like our government has done something, right? But this vaccine is going global. So it would be like it's a global conspiracy to get people vaccinated globally. Like that doesn't really make much sense to me, you know? But the freakiest thing, and this might be too much information, but I'm 53 years old. I'll be 54 in December. I'm a postmenopausal woman and I'm very happy. I've had 8 children and I was like dying to go into menopause. Actually, went into menopause earlier than all the women in my family, but it was like something I was willing to happen. And that second round of my vaccine knocked me out of menopause. Thank God I got knocked back in, but I think maybe now some women are starting to talk about it that the shot is messing around with women's cycles. I don't know if it's making them more fertile, but a lot of women and a lot of menopausal women, and we're talking like 80-year-old women, are starting to menstruate again after getting their shot. And it's not something that really people are talking about. There's one news organization on YouTube that was talking about it, and the thread was huge of women that this was happening to. But I mentioned it to my doctor, and they were just like, "What?" Like, no response at all. And so I think that's interesting. But their excuse or their explanation is that they believe it's like really sending a big shock to the immune system, and that's why it's happening. But I don't know. 80-year-old woman. There is a woman on YouTube, and she's like 80, and she's on like her well, and this was months ago, but she had been I think she had been on like 5 or 6 monthly cycles since she got her shot at 80. So it's all very interesting, but I was too scared because it's like, my aunt passed away from COVID. Now, then there's people who say, well, really, was it COVID or are people passing away from the medically induced comas? And it's like, I did tarot, you know, I did not get vaccinated as soon as those vaccines came around at all. I was like late to the party, but I finally felt that spirit was saying for me to do this for me and my children, and we did it. And I'm here in Florida. Like I did not have to get vaccinated here in Florida. Florida is like one of the only states where like you didn't really have to do much of anything. People were everywhere at the height of the pandemic without masks or you know all this fighting going on about whether the kids need a mask on in school. But Florida vowed to stay open. No, I'm not, Jake. And I didn't even know about the psychic village till about 4 months ago. But now I'm like very interested in it. And there's also like a lot of psychic stuff up in Orlando that I thought was pretty cool. But I'm originally from Massachusetts, and there was a lot of psychic stuff up there, and I didn't really tap into it the way I probably should have when I was there. Oh yeah, I am an East Coaster. I've been down here in Florida for a long time though. How long has it been? Let me see. 92? Oh my gosh. 30 years? Wow, I've been in Florida for 30 years. Yep. I'm a Bostonian. Boston. Boston, you're my home. You're a Georgian. But this little yellow brick road in the Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, it's pretty interesting. I have to read a little bit more about it. Am I Irish? I am English, Irish, and African. But I'm like very, very British. I'm like 73% British. And then I'm like 23% African. And then I'm like Irish is next. And then there's just like a lot of little stuff from all over. But I'm very, very British. Oh, wow. Yeah, I have to get, well, I have 6 children with my first husband and then 2 with my second husband. And I'm pretty sure that my youngest 2 have Jewish in them. So I need to get their DNA done. There are a lot of definite Scottish. Oh yeah, when I grew up in Boston, it was all Irish and Italian. But then we had a lot of Russian immigrants. Actually, when I was in high school, one year, a lot of Russian people came over. I never really, I mean, I was not really paying attention to the news or anything political, so I'm not sure why we had an influx of Russians. But I remember like I had this girlfriend who was like in love with all the Russian men. And she was like, "Oh, did you see Sasha?" And I was like, "I thought Sasha was a girl's name." She's like, "Don't say that. Sasha is my boyfriend." But I remember she was obsessed with this man named Sasha. And then I remember when I was in like 6th grade, we had a lot of Puerto Ricans. But of course, Puerto Rico is America, but a lot of people don't know that. But we had a lot of Puerto Ricans move into this one area. I remember in the 70s when we had the Vietnamese vets came in, a lot of Vietnamese refugees. Not vets, I'm sorry, refugees. But I'll never forget, like, because all of a sudden, like, her school was overrun with, like, all these Russian people. And it was like, why are all the Russians moving to Newton, Massachusetts? Okay, so Jake, let me get you a message from Spirit. I don't know who else is here, but if you want a message, let me know. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Jake? What message do you have for Jake? Thank you, Spirit. And Jake, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords. Now, I don't know what I've done with my light, but my cards keep glowing. Did you see that? I don't know why they're doing that. Let me hold it here. Wait a minute. Did you see like the light reflecting on the very top of the card? Is that what it is? No, I guess. Yeah, I don't get it. Okay, well, the King of, I'm sorry, Knight of Swords. I don't know why it keeps glowing like that. When faced with a difficult situation, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. Wait a minute, maybe it has to do with the little white things that are floating on the screen. I wonder if that's why it's glowing. Maybe that's it. I don't like it though. I don't like not being able to see my beautiful cards. They're so pretty. Stop glowing. Well, thank you. You know what? I just had another card flip over. And when that happens, I usually feel that Spirit is trying to say something. Look at that. It's like the light in his hand. The Three of Wands. So, Jake, let me know if this resonates with you. Be patient and trust that the action you have taken will produce results. The energy you have put out will return to you. Well, I do have to say that looked kind of cool because it looked like he's holding this like magic orb that's like glowing. That's pretty cool. So did that resonate with you? Because that card was just flipped over. It was accurate. Okay. Yeah, that happens a lot now. I'll have all my cards face down. I'll be shuffling them. Then I look, and all of a sudden, one card is flipped over. So now those cards are part of the reading. I do want to see this news story. I can't stop thinking about it. Where did Oh, and have you heard about this baby formula shortage? Things are crazy. You too, Jake. God bless you. Yeah, they're like, are you in America? Yeah, you said you're in Atlanta. There's this baby formula shortage. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane what's going on in the world. But yeah, there's baby formula is hard to find on shelves, and there are babies who are literally going hungry, and mothers don't know what to feed them. And I don't know if they're like making watering down milk or something. I don't know what they're doing, but it said like some women are buying formula for like $150, and I guess Biden just announced that he's going to make sure that there's enough baby formula. It's crazy. Hello, Cora. How are you? That's interesting. I didn't think of that. Do you think the baby formula is some sort of plot to try and reverse the abortion thing? I wonder if the baby formula thing is actually real now that you mentioned that. Hmm. Maybe the baby formula is like a political strategy. That would be horrible. Let's take away the baby formula. I don't know. I don't like to get into all of those types of conspiracies. I just want the babies that are here now to have food and milk. So, but then, like, maybe, women will breastfeed. I breastfed all 8 of my children. So, actually, maybe that's what will happen. Maybe breastfeeding moms will start selling their milk to the moms that don't have formula. I bet you that's what will happen. I bet you that's what's going to solve this formula crisis. It'd be better, as long as you make sure that the mom has a clean bill of health to, that's called being a wet nurse. But they could sell their breast milk. Things are crazy, Jake. They're crazy. It's like I believe that we're all here to evolve and learn these lessons, and you know humanity is failing a lot of lessons, but at the same time there are a lot of light workers here, and things are improving in many areas you know Oh, I didn't know why my phone. I was looking for that video. They're showing that Casey White being arrested. I should figure out how to put the videos up on StreamYard. Do I think there's more good or bad? You mean in the world or in people's hearts? Or, well, good and bad, right? Light and dark. The darkness can never overtake the light. So there's always more good than bad. Yeah, I think there's always more good than bad. It's all about learning how to connect with spirit, so people learn how to walk in the light, choose how to turn away from darkness and choose light. I think what's interesting is that I think all generations, as people age, think that things are getting worse. You know, um, it just seems like all grandparents of every generation, are always like, when I was a child, dun dun dun, things were so much better, and this is horrible. But at the same time, there's change, so it's like a give and take situation. I think um, like in some ways, yes, things are worse, right? But in other ways, you have technology, things are getting better. Exactly. And that's what I was going to say, Jake. Things need to fall apart in order for something better to be built. Exactly. And what I was going to say is, technology, the internet, this allowed for a lot of people to just experience life in ways that nobody ever really could have imagined. And nowadays, what I think is democracy really is taking a global stance. Like for the first time, and Russia's like a good example. Putin thought he could just march into Ukraine and do whatever he wanted, and that's not happening anymore. Um, People can see, people can hear what's really happening. The truth is being exposed. So even though things are seemingly really, really bad, the flip side of that is that the truth is being exposed. And because the truth is being exposed, a lot of things seem worse because they're being torn apart so better things can be built. So we have these countries that are really just in ruins, so progress can be made. But America has always been like the leader of democracy, and here we are, just like at an internal crisis, and it's all been political. you know Hello, it's me. How are you? It's all been politically inspired, but nothing's really changed. I mean, you could probably go back all the way back to the fact that this country was founded. I mean, we're not the only country that was founded this way, but this country was founded on bloodshed. You know, so is it really any surprise that those are the battles that we still fight today? This country's always been at war. We're a warring country. We took this country by force. We've kept it by force. And we've always been a country that goes and exerts our force and exerts our power. But internally, we've always had to rise up and fight and just go through hell just for people to have basic civil rights. So, I mean, it can look really horrible. I guess it all depends on the way you look at it, what progress is being made. I mean, and things just, hey, it's like, of course, many Democrats are very upset about abortion, but then you have the flip side of people who are praising it. So it's all kind of, in the eye of the beholder, right? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Yeah, there's things like that too, Jake, that I feel, I kind of think we need both. I just think that if everybody on this planet could focus on being in the light, being good, and following the golden rule, Jesus said, love God and love your neighbor. And if you do those two commandments, you do all the other commandments. Because if you're loving your neighbor and putting your neighbor's needs above your own, then you can't be hurting your neighbor, you know? And if everybody just did that, if everybody just constantly put everybody else above themselves and did whatever they could to help other people, take care of other people, be there for other people, then imagine what this world would be like. Well, I think that a lot of people in churches are in churches because they're in there for the wrong reasons. They're in there because they're not actually in a place where they're living a godly life, but they're in there just so they can pretend to be godly. you know? Yeah, and it's like, you don't really have to focus too much on what anybody says, in my opinion, to figure out how to treat somebody better than you're treating yourself, you know? You don't really, I mean, do people really need somebody to teach them how not to hurt other people? Can't they figure it out themselves? I mean, and I think that's the thing. It's like everybody's born with this moral compass, right? Every child, and this is something that's always fascinated me. It's like no matter how a human being is raised, they could be born into a cult. Okay, no, they could be born into the sickest, depravest abuse. They could have been, you know, except for like feral children. Okay, feral children are, I think, the exception. But even to that point, many of them too. Um, every human has this innate rebellion where they question the teachings that are given to them, that they're raised with, whether it's abuse, whether it's an occult. I've met some people who are born into the Children of God cult, and to hear them say like how they had that moment where they just question everything. And you know the human spirit can't be caged. You can abuse people, you can abuse children, but you can't cage that spirit. When you hurt somebody. Exactly. And River Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, it's a bad cult. It was a very bad cult. And these people think they were changing society and changing um, religion and all this stuff, and they were just proud of what they were doing with children, and really indoctrinating these children, and trying to convince these children that what they were doing was the right way, and isolating them from everybody. But you can't do that to people, because you can't do that to the human spirit. Every human spirit has this innate ability to question the authority over them, to challenge. It's like you hit a certain age, usually in the teen years, and that's why it's like rebellious. It's like every human has to question, what am I being taught? And it's very powerful, because it's like even somebody who is like not been exposed, like you would think, that somebody has to be educated and have some sort of like courses in logic to be able to grasp all these different things. But no, it's just in human nature. People are going to question what they are taught and what they're told. And the world seems like it's falling apart in many ways, but I believe it's because the human spirit has the ability now to see through the lies that many governments across the world have been brainwashing their people with. And it's like, even in Russia, even in communist China, it's the same type of principle, that we're going to close off all of these people to all, you know communications, and they're not going to be able to see what's really out there. We're going to monitor everything, but you can't control the human spirit. You can't. You can't control it. So the people will rise up. People will always rise up. And it's even like, I mean, look at this country, Jake, right? Where people feel like, oh, if things have changed for the worse, right? So what? Things were much better in the 50s. If you're black, if you were gay, who was it better for, And it all depends on the way you look at it. to me, it's like this is a very perilous time, and people do seem to have much harder hearts and much colder hearts, and people do things that are much more evil. But at the same time, you have the greatest amount of knowledge, the greatest amount of freedom, the greatest amount of ability to connect with other people, that you've never would have ever been able to connect with, you know? Yeah, we'll see what happens with Roe v. Wade, you know? And again, it's like we don't, I just don't know how much, especially anything with politics, especially any time with timing, especially any time with things that are being leaked at election years. I just never really know what is real with politics. I mean, the timing of the leak is pretty interesting. But yeah, and they're all based on archaic rules. But if anybody's in here and wants a free message from Spirit, let me know. Yeah, well, women are very intuitive, you know, and there's a lot of teaching that, because of the divine feminine, that women were in that role and that men did come and strip that power away because women had spiritual power. Crystal, hi, how are you? That's how I feel too, Jake. I feel like Donald Trump made sure that he put very conservative people on the Supreme Court, you know, and now everything's shifting. Actually, I'm just getting ready to end the stream. I'm good. I'm good. But I'm actually ending the stream. Um, I might go live a little bit later. I'm not sure if I can, but there's a lot going on. My husband's having surgery on Thursday. He's scheduled for it on Thursday. Have to make sure that he's COVID free so he can get his surgery. But You too, Jake. Thank you. I'm so sad to leave right when Crystal is coming. I got to get some dinner. It's 8:45. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I shall see you tomorrow. If you need me, send me an email or hit me up on Facebook. God bless you. God bless you, Crystal.